Welcome to Life Integrated Therapies. Today, I'd like to discuss with you something that's very near and dear to my heart. I want to discuss with you the Wheel of Life. So the Wheel of Life is a depiction of the cyclic existence of life. It's something that was created by Buddha in 500 BC, and it explains how everything comes into being, how we manifest, how things exist, and how we exist. Where this Wheel of Life can be found is basically in every Buddhist temple, in every Tibetan Buddhist temple. It usually takes up one whole wall, and you can find it in the foyer or the entrance. So as you walk into the temple, you will see this depiction, and this will remind you in one image of how everything is impermanent and how everything links in together. So the wheel, it's a big circular wheel, and it's being held up by a god called Yama. So Yama is a wrathful god. He's not a demon, he's a god, and he's holding the wheel together. And this wheel signifies Samsara. Samsara is the world we live in, the illusion, the Maya. And this wrathful god, he looks very angry. He looks like he's got fire coming out of him. He has skeletons coming out of him. He's got feet of a tiger. He's got a tail as well. So this Yama is basically the representation of justice. So he has to be wrathful because he's got a huge responsibility. He's the judge. He needs to make sure that justice is served and everyone falls in line. He takes care of the karma. Also, within the picture of the Wheel of Life, we have different aspects or different pictures, and all these different images, depictions, are representing different aspects of life. So you have the actual wheel, which are 4 concentric circles, and they represent the cyclic existence of life and the different dimensions of our cyclic existence. Then you have Yama, which is the wrathful god. He's holding the wheel in his hands, and he represents basically justice and karma. Then we have a moon, which represents nirvana. So this moon is usually depicted on the corner, and this shows basically enlightenment. Then you also have the Buddha. He's standing on the other corner of the picture, and he's pointing to nirvana. So he represents basically our own Buddha nature, and he's outside the wheel. So what he's doing is basically he's our higher self or our Buddha nature who's pointing us towards nirvana. So that represents basically our inner voice, that feeling that you have, that's, you know, when you're doing something and you feel, okay, you get that intuition, that thought, that voice inside you telling you you should do something. That's basically our Buddha nature. It's our higher selves, the best version of us, the purest version of us that's not connected to the worldly things and worldly life. So this higher version of us is pure and is always guiding us towards enlightenment. So whether we listen to that voice or not, it's that gut feeling, that intuition, that is always there and is always pointing us towards happiness or nirvana. Now let's get back to the wheel. The actual wheel comprises of 4 concentric circles, and each circle depicts a different dimension of our cyclic existence. So the centermost circle, the small wheel, this one contains 3 animals: the pig, the rooster, and the snake. And these animals represent our core issues, our core emotions. So the pig represents ignorance, the rooster represents desires, and the snake represents anger. Now, if we dig every action that we take back, we will see that it always gets back to one of these core emotions, because these core emotions are the motivation that makes the wheel start to turn. And once the centermost wheel starts to turn, everything around it will start turning, and the cycles will begin. So the realms of existence, there's 6 realms that we're going to go through just now. These realms, the minute our mind is active and our consciousness is in the mind, we're suffering. So these 6 realms of existence are different types of sufferings that humans go through. There are 3 higher realms and there are 3 lower realms. So the higher realms are the God realm, the demigod realm, and the human realm. And the lower realms are the hungry ghost realm, the animal realm, and the realm of hell. So the God realm is the highest realm. So gods, what do? They live their life in pleasure, abundance, happiness, and they're loved by the people. People pray to them, love them. So these realms are considered, that this realm is considered to be kind of a realm where everything is going well for you. You feel good, people love you. You could think of it like movie stars or people who are in the public eye. Everybody wants to see what they're doing, everybody wants to see what they're up to. They're much loved and worshipped. And so the downside of the God realm is that when our mind and our consciousness is in the God realm, we develop ego and pride. And this makes us fall to a lower realm. So when we're in the God realm, we just constantly pursue meaningless pleasure and we don't focus on bettering ourselves and developing good karma. So we use up all the good karma we have for being in the God realm and we don't work on ourselves. Then we have the demigod realm. The demigod realm, the demigods in Greek mythology are half gods. So they have all the strength of the full god, but they're still humans. There's still part of them that are human. So they spend a lot of time fighting. They're warriors, fighters, and what they do is that they take on the gods, but the gods are stronger than them, so they always lose. So they end up getting stuck in jealousy, fighting, confrontation. So these are energies that are very prevalent in the demigod realm. Then we have the human realm. The human realm, so humans are also suffering. Birth is suffering, existence is suffering, hunger, thirst, heat, experiencing life. So that constant suffering of life, but with the human realm, people are able to discern, people are able to learn, they're able to better themselves, understand more, create good karma. So this is a positive point about the human realm, because when your consciousness is in the human realm, you're able to have compassion, you're able to experience life through your own consciousness and create good karma and then elevate yourself. Then we have the animal realm. So when you're in the realm of the animals, basically you live in fear. So animals live in fear of being attacked by other animals or being attacked by humans, and their main focus is survival. So when we are in a state of survival or in a state of fear, basically our consciousness is going through the animal realm. Then we have the realm of the hungry ghosts. So hungry ghosts, what are they? They're ghosts that are hungry and they don't have a physical body. So they want something, they're longing for something, they have desires and they have wants, but they're not able to achieve any of it because they don't have a physical body. So when we are in that state of mind of wanting something, we're desperately wanting something and we want it so badly, we're in that state of hungry ghost mind. So this is actually a block to us achieving what we want. Then we have the hell realm. The hell realm is the worst suffering. So basically there are 17 layers of the hell realm. We won't go into all layers, but the hell realm is the worst type of suffering, where you're burning, you're in pain, and very difficult to come out of that. So now I want to give you an example of how your mind can fluctuate through all the realms in one day. So let's say you wake up in the morning and you feel really good about yourself. You get out of bed and you look in the mirror and you're like, hey, I'm a tiger, I feel great. And then you go to work and then you see your colleague doing something dodgy or something annoying, and then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna teach that guy a lesson. I'm gonna straighten this person out. I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna teach my boss a lesson. So basically your mind is now fluctuating in the demigod realm. You're getting passive aggressive, you're thinking of aggressive things. So then what happens is, the minute you take an action in any of these realms, a karma is created, and you're going to have to come back to that to neutralize that karma later. But anyway, so back to the, I'm feeling aggressive, I'm going to teach my boss a lesson. Then what happens is you start thinking, you know what, I deserve a promotion, I want that car, I want that job, and you start wanting it really, really badly. Your mind is fluctuating in the frequency of the hungry ghost realm. Because you want something and you want it so badly, what happens is, energetically, you're actually blocking it from coming to you. Then what happens is, the next day you go to work, you've annoyed your boss the day before, what happens? You get fired. Now you're in hell realm, because now you're like in a complete disaster. Oh my God, everything's going bad for me, and you feel depressed and you feel sad. So basically all the emotions that are linked to that frequency of mind will start coming up. Then what happens? Let's say you go to a bar or you go to a club, and then all of a sudden you see you see someone you like there, and you're thinking, I like that person. Your mind is in the animal realm. So basically your mind is traveling through these frequencies. Then you start thinking about it, and then you start thinking, well, no, I need to do good things, and then your mind is in the human realm. You understand the law of karma, you want to do something to generate good karma for yourself. You're thinking logically, your mind is in the human realm. So basically, this is an example of how your mind can fluctuate through all the realms in just a few moments in time. So while your mind or your consciousness is fluctuating through these frequencies, it's basically like walking through a storm. So you're walking through these frequencies, all these thoughts are going to come to you, you will attract those thoughts, the emotions will start coming up, and you will start feeling like doing something. Now, as I told you before, the Buddha nature is standing outside the wheel of samsara. The wheel of samsara is all these emotions, all these thoughts, these hormones, all these things going through you. Then, on the other hand, you have your Buddha nature, your higher self, which is pointing to you, no, you need to focus on nirvana, focus on what you need to focus on. And it's pointing you towards the direction of how to achieve enlightenment through the experience that you're going through. Whether you choose to listen to that or not will be your karma. So let's say we don't listen to it. So let's say our boss is annoying us and you want to teach the boss a lesson. You take an action, okay? And that leads us to the second wheel. We didn't talk about the second wheel yet. The second wheel is basically a black side and a white side. So the black side is, you can see the people going downwards, and the white side is, you can see the people walking upwards. So this is basically good karma and bad karma. And karma means nothing more than action. When you take an action, there will be a consequence. So the action will lead to a reaction, will lead to an action, will lead to a reaction. So now action is also very tricky because, as we've mentioned before, the three core emotions, anger and resentment, ignorance and desires. These are the three core emotions which are going to lead us to take an action. So for example, giving charity money. So this generates good karma, right? But when we go back to the emotion that stimulated it or started the wheel from rolling or gave momentum to the wheel, this emotion is really important because this is the intention behind the action. So if my intention is to feel good about myself, and so I'm going to give money in charity because I want to feel good, this means the intention was about me. Whereas if the intention was to just unconditional love and do something good for humanity, but I have no emotional involvement, then this will determine how the wheel will start rolling. Now we're going to go to the fourth wheel. The fourth wheel is called 12 Links to Dependent Co-arising. So basically it means something will arise because of something that happened before. And then again, the dependence to the next thing that arises will also be depending on the event that happened before. So it's basically linking, like a chain, all a sequence of events to each other. It's basically cause and effect. So when that happens, that will happen. When that happens, that will happen. And it's basically through life as well. So as we see, I'm sitting here and I have the next minute ahead of me. I have free will. I can decide what I do in that next minute. And that what I do in that next minute will determine which trajectory that I've gone on. So this will determine a sequence of cause and effects. I'll just go through the links with you and then we'll go into detail of what they are. So the first link is called the link of ignorance. Then the second link is called volitional formations. The third link is called consciousness. Then the fourth link is mind-body. Then the fifth link is six senses sphere. The sixth link is called contact. The seventh link is feeling. The eighth link is craving. Then the ninth link is grasping. The 10th link is becoming. The 11th link is birth. And the 12th link is death, or aging, death. And then again, the link starts again. So let's deep dive into what each one means. So the first link is ignorance. So this is symbolized by the blind woman with a walking stick, and she's walking over a whole bunch of skeletons. So what does that mean? It's basically ignorance, basically taking an action based on something that we don't know. An action taken in ignorance will also have consequences, so that will lead us to the second link. The second link is called volitional formations. So it's symbolized by a man doing pottery. So he's taking clay which has one shape and he's putting it on a wheel, and the wheel initially it's hard to get it to start turning, but once it starts turning it happens effortlessly, and the shape of the clay will transform into something completely different, into a bowl or a plate or whatever. So it's basically symbolizing the actions that lead to take effect into something. Afterwards, I'll give you an example how things can lead to one another. But initially, I just want to explain the imagery and the metaphors that are in the Wheel of Life, in the fourth wheel. Then we have consciousness. So consciousness is basically a man or a monkey grasping fruit. So the monkey is jumping from tree to tree and grabbing fruits. So it's basically how our consciousness is jumping, like the monkey mind is going here, there, and it's taking things. So this also represents how we think and how this pattern that we may have, that humans have, of jumping from one topic to another. It's also representing the very primitive spark that we experience as a thought. You know, a thought is popping up and then we are jumping from that thought to another thought. Then you have the fourth link, which is mind and body. Mind and body is represented in an image showing two people on a boat. And it's depicted, so basically the boat, the water represents the emotions, and the body, the boat itself represents the solid foundation, the body. So it's the emotions, the mind, body, how it's affecting each other. So we are navigating on a boat, trying to navigate through our emotions, our body, to get to where we want to get to. So the fifth link is a sixth senses sphere. So this is basically a house with 6 windows, and each window represents one of our senses. So we have taste, hearing, seeing. So basically the experience that we have through the different senses. So first we had ignorance, which is a blind woman. Then we created a thought form with the clay through the creation. Then then our monkey mind has taken this thought form and has started to make it a spark, so to speak. And then we have navigated through emotions and through the body. And now we're experiencing that thought form, which is now being experienced through the senses. Then we have the sixth link, which is contact. Then the seventh link, which is feeling, the emotion, which is very important because the feeling or the emotion is actually the magnetic field which will attract, which will create the experience in itself. Then after you've had the experience and you've created that magnetic field, what's going to happen is that you're going to start craving for that experience again because the experience was good. And when you start craving for it, you start grasping, you start looking for it, you're grabbing it. And then at some point you will create it again and you will attract it. And the next one is the pregnant woman, so the becoming. So you have the experience and then you give birth to it. The giving birth, the whole process of giving birth is also the 11th link. And then once you've given birth to it, then there's the last link, which is aging and death. So basically each link is leading to another and it's showing the whole cycle of existence. So if I go back to the first link, which was the ignorance, we're born with nothing. We're just a baby, we're innocent. Then we see our parents, we see things around us, thought forms are beginning to emerge in our mind. So this is the clay being the pottery wheel. Then from that, we start having ideas from these thought forms. The ideas come into play, the sparks. Then we start navigating through emotions. So we start having feelings about these things, emotions, and also in our body. Then we start experiencing this through the sense organs. So the sixth link is about contact. So it shows the lovers consorting, kissing, intertwined. Our sense organs, our faculties, our emotions come into play, all our sense organs. The couple embracing depicts contact between the senses. And when this contact happens, again, the emotion and the magnetic field is enhanced. The feeling comes into play, which is the seventh link. So when the feeling comes into play, what happens is that magnetic field is enhanced. So this feeling will be positive, negative, or neutral. So these feelings, and however strong they are, will create the polarity, which will again attract the experience. So when our minds are blinded by ignorance, the feelings, we become attached to these feelings. And that is symbolized by an arrow in the eye. So that is basically the seventh link, feeling. So that's basically showing that we're being blinded by the feelings. Then we have the eighth link, which is craving. So there's an important period between the seventh link and the eighth link, which is between us being blinded by the feeling and the actual craving. So when we get to craving, that emotion becomes crystallized and solidified. Then we will again become a slave to that emotion. But before this, we can actually stop it. So that's a very important point in the links, where we can just step out as well. If we have the awareness and we're able to step out of the cause and effect cycle. If we're obviously not able to step out of the cycle, then we again get sucked in, where this feeling has become crystallized and it's become solid. We will then start craving for that experience again. So whether the experience was good for us or not, you will start craving for it, and you will slowly start attracting it again. So your life will move into the energies of that magnetic field, which is like what is bringing that experience to you. So you attract the experience by your own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and the magnetic field that you have around you. Then we have the 10th link, which is becoming. So this is when it's come into being, and it's represented in the 12 links co-rising, or in the Wheel of Life, by a pregnant woman. So she's about to give birth to that experience again. So she's developed the child within her, she's created it. So now this is what's you're giving birth to, which makes sense. So what you create is what you give birth to. Then you have the 11th link, which is, the birth. Then once you give birth, it's basically a mother. Then once you give birth to it, you have to take responsibility for it, and you have to own it. And then you have the death and rebirth. So it's basically, again, the cycle repeating. So the cycle of cause and effect will just keep repeating through lifetime after lifetime and through life itself. So I want to give you an example of how this can manifest. Okay, I'll give you a very simple example. For example, let's say the soul has got a karma of being racist, for example. So your soul will always choose something where you have to learn the opposite. So the first 7 years of your life, whatever you're learning, your soul will choose that as the opposite of what you have to unlearn. So, for example, if your soul has karma of being racist, so let's say, I'm just giving an example here, that in a past life you were racist, so now your soul has the karma of that. So what will happen is that you will be born, or you will select parents to be born into, to incarnate into, that are racist. And then you have the ignorance, the blind woman, you will see your parents being racist, you will see that, experience that, learn that, create those thought forms of the pottery wheel, and then you will start feeling it, experiencing it, and then you will create a contact where it will actually happen to you. So if you believe that all particular people from a particular nationality are not good, what will happen is you will attract bad people from that nationality. So if you believe that all that particular race is bad, what will happen is that through that magnetic field and that belief system, you will create cause and effect, that you will bring all the bad people of that particular race to you. And then you will experience it, and then you will have something, and then it will crystallize and solidify. So that thought has now become a belief. And once it's a belief, you will keep attracting it again and again and again until you unlearn it. So basically, the universe or God is giving you opportunities to heal yourself and to fix yourself through logic and thought, but you have to go and fix yourself. You have to heal yourself. You have to take the initiative. So what will happen is you will keep attracting it until you have to break that cycle yourself and come out of it and understand that your thoughts are creating your reality. So in order to break the cycles that are not working for you, you need to go back into your mind, find the origin or the root cause of these thoughts, and break that pattern and that cycle. And of course, the tools we have to do this are through our emotions, through our body, through different means. And yes, we're exploring all these different techniques and different healing modalities, which are helping us to become better humans, have more compassion, and just be better overall, the best versions of ourselves. So I hope this has given you a little bit insight into what the Wheel of Life is, how it can help you, how you can use your thoughts to act in a more positive way, how you can identify your own belief systems which are making you stuck, and how you can find a way of pulling yourself out of your own belief systems and your own cages that we make for ourselves, So I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, feedback, and if you like such content, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, please write in the comments and I will try and address each question.